Hi everybody, this is Katie Patrizio and you're watching The Word on the Street, my email newsletter that goes out every other Tuesday. It's a new year, so today we're talking about New Year's resolutions. We're talking about habits, okay? So in his book, The Power of Habit, Charles Duhigg talks about the habit loop, the three components of what he calls the habit loop. Those three components are cue, routine, and reward, all right? So every habit is made up of these three things. According to Charles Duhigg, one of the easiest ways to create a new habit then is to create a new cue. That which tells you now's the time to do X, Y, or Z, okay? So, for example, I'll give you an example. I've had an intention for months now to make it a habit of doing a morning offering first thing in the morning when I wake up. But I haven't had a cue that reminds me to do this. So I'll get to 10 o'clock in the morning and I'll realize I haven't done my morning offering yet. So what I've done is I've taken my little prayer book that has my morning offering in it. In the evening when I'm getting my coffee pot ready for coffee, I put my prayer book right on top of the coffee pot. Then in the morning when I wake up, first thing I see is my prayer book. I grab it, I do my morning offering, okay? So now that I have my cue in place, I don't have to worry about my habit. I'm building my habit right now. Let's talk about a habit that might be more difficult. Say you want to start working out every morning. Well, maybe you've decided that your cue is going to be to put your gym clothes in the bathroom so that first thing you see them, to put them on, we're going to the gym. Well, that's a pretty easy thing to do, to follow that cue to put your gym clothes on, but going to the gym, that's a little bit harder. So how can we be better about forming those more difficult habits where the cue is there, but it's still tough to do? What would I say? What is the answer to that? Don't argue with your cue. Once you see your cue, there's no decision making, there's no going back. This cue tells me now it's time to work out, and I go work out. Thankfully, praying a morning offering is fairly easy and non-intensive. It takes me about 30 seconds, so it's been quite simple for me to implement the morning offering, right? But imagine if it was really difficult for me. Every time I saw that prayer book, if I started to change my resolutions in my head and to try to talk myself out of doing this thing that I want to become a habit. How difficult would that be? It'd be really tough. So don't argue with your cue. If you want to create a habit this new year, create a cue and don't argue with it. Thanks so much for listening.